Hey, welcome to Home Bar and welcome to my living room. This is another quarantine edition of Home Bar. So I'm gonna be in my pajamas today. So feel free to join me, be in some comfy sweatpants or whatever. And we're going to need, first off, a yoga strap, but I'm gonna use a scarf to make it a little more cozy. And then we need some sort of area where you can put your foot up that's around the height of your waist. So I'm using my windowsill. And this is going to be stretch and chill. So no toning, no cardio. We're just simply going to take a little restorative day and stretch out all of those muscle groups that we're always working so hard in bar class. Okay, so just find somewhere in your house where you have a windowsill or counter, something that's sturdy that you can put your foot on and it's about the height of your waist. So just walk about an arm's distance away and very carefully, so don't hurt yourself. You're gonna put your foot on top. And then once you're there, try to square off those hips. So don't let this hip go too far. You're gonna just try to sink that hip back so the hips are nice and square. All right, and then we'll take a deep inhale in and exhale. Watch out for anything in your way. You're gonna just fold over. So you're gonna feel a really good opening in the back of the leg here. And then maybe you wanna start bending the standing knee and extend. And you bend and extend. 2 more, you'll feel the stretch deepen as you bend that knee. All right, let's hold it for 2 more breaths. And now we're gonna move for a side stretch. So you wanna move this foot just a little forward and maybe hop yourself back. So you can turn out your bottom foot, your right foot now. Take an inhale, reach your arms out. And then exhale, you're gonna take a side reach. So you can bring that hand on that sill or whatever your surface is. You're gonna open your chest, gazing up towards the ceiling. Keep reaching those fingertips in. Maybe close your eyes. 2 more breaths. And then gently come out. So to come out of this, just bend that knee first so you don't hurt yourself doing anything. And then we just switch it to the other side. So right leg comes up. Don't hurt your heel. I did that a little forcefully. All right, and then you square those hips again. Take an inhale up. Exhale, fold. Ooh, this side is tighter. There's always going to be a tighter side, and it can be different, varying from day to day, so no judgment. And if you can't get your hands to here, by the way, it's also really great to just let your arms dangle. Try to keep that spine straight. Feel free to close your eyes. Just really focus in on all the sensations happening. Relax the shoulders, the neck. And we take the bend and extend on that standing knee if you haven't already started. All right, so roll it up. And then again, now we move that foot a little to the left so we can properly open up for that side stretch. Sorry, you're gonna get this saggy booty shot for a little bit in my beautiful sweatpants. So again, you just take that reach in. You're opening the chest. Reach through the fingertips. Feel that nice opening through the side. Take 2 more breaths. All right, and slowly come out of it. Turn towards that window, bend that knee, and take it off. So now we get to the real chill part. We're gonna go down to the floor and we're gonna just stay on that floor and stretch and chill there for the rest of it. Okay, so we're gonna ease into it with a child's pose. So just bring yourself onto your carpet or your mat and let your head rest on the surface, the floor. Reach your arms forward and make sure those knees are wider than your hips, big toes touching. Let's take a deep inhale in here. Exhale it out. And then we're going to do a little movement to wake up the front body. So you're just going to take an inhale. You're going to take that weight forward, lift the feet, press the hips forward, take the shoulder away from the ears, gaze up, arch through the back. And exhale, you send the seat back to those heels. So we'll do a few more like that. So inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. All right, nice. And now from here, you're just gonna get up to a tabletop position. So take your hands under those shoulders, knees under those hips. Maybe take a few circles here, whatever feels good. You can get funky. And just keep breathing. And then we're gonna go for a side stretch. So just keep that hand down. Just rotate that foot so it goes behind you. And then extend this left leg really open. Reach that arm up overhead. Don't let yourself sink into that shoulder. Inhale in. And exhale out. Good. Let's just take it to the other side. So now we can just keep those feet behind us. We're gonna take that left hand to the side, extend that leg, and we reach. And another inhale in. And exhale out. Good. Just bring those hands back. And let's swing those legs in front. So now we're going to find a butterfly position. So you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. You've got those knees out. Make sure you're on your sit bones here, so maybe move that flesh back a little. All right, and using that breath again, so take an inhale, just reach those arms up, and then we're gonna fold, keeping a straight spine. So just slowly go forward, maintaining the straight spine, like you're just looking at whatever is in front of you. And then bring those hands down. So it's very tempting. I remember in dance class, everyone wanted to be able to touch their nose to their feet. And of course, it's really easy to do that when you round through the back, but that's not the point. That's not going to give you the stretch that we're trying to get. So don't worry about how close your nose is getting to the foot. You're just going to hold it here with a straight spine. So maybe as you hold it a little deeper, you can bend through the elbows a little more, maybe move forward a little more. One more inhale. And exhale out, just slowly roll up through that spine. So now we're gonna go more into the back of the legs, the hamstrings. So you're gonna keep your left foot in, going into this half butterfly shape. So you're just gonna extend this leg, you're gonna turn it out. So my knee's not pointing up, it's out to the back, pointing the toes. Maybe bring this foot in a little more. Bring those arms out, really lengthen through the spine. And then we're gonna take another side reach again. So here you have a couple of options. You can just keep reaching that arm towards your foot. Maybe if you can go a little deeper into the stretch, you bring the forearm down. It is morning here for me, so I'm a little tight. But don't force anything, just listen to your body. And you're opening the chest up towards the ceiling, so feel free to look up to the ceiling if that helps you. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's slowly come back. Now just a slight variation. So now that knee was going to the back. You had a turned out leg. Now you're just gonna take it so the knee is pointing up. You're gonna flex the foot. I'm gonna move my foot a little more in, so now it's actually touching the inner thigh. Now we're really gonna go for the back of the leg here. So take an inhale in, exhale out. And if you have that, I should have grabbed that earlier. If you have that scarf, this is a great way to assist you with this stretch. So you just take it around the soles of the feet and try to maintain a nice straight spine. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most flexible. Back in the day when I was taking dance class every day, I could do splits, but that's not my life anymore. So no shame, huh? Not all of us can bring our nose to our knee. If we do this every day, maybe we can get there. But it's a slow progression day by day. So again, you're trying to keep that straight spine, so not too much rounding going on. Let's do one more inhale. Exhale, maybe move a little closer, just shining the chest to that foot. Good. Okay, and then we're gonna do two more variations here. So first we're gonna open up that front body. So take that hand behind that left seat and you're just gonna press into the hand, lift the hips up, reach the arm back. Nice opening through the front body, pointing the toes of the right foot. Maybe even look back. 2 more breaths here. And one more inhale. Exhale, slowly bring it down. All right, last variation here before we move on to the other leg. We're gonna open up this front thigh. So your knee is now going to switch, so it's pointing towards this leg. Your foot comes to the outside. And from here, you can just scoot that foot close to you. So a couple of options here, depending on how open you are. So forearms is great. If this is already a lot you're feeling on the thigh, you're gonna stay here. If you would like to go farther into the stretch, if you can handle it today, you're gonna go all the way down. But be mindful, if this knee is coming off the floor, that means you've gone too far. So maybe you just stay on your form today. And just try to chill and relax as much as possible. Maybe close your eyes. One more inhale. You're doing great. Let's get one up. Oh, yeah. All right, so other side. So now we're going to go right from the beginning of that whole little sequence. So your right foot is in, your left leg is turned out, you're pointing the toes. Let's bring those arms out. And we go for the side reach again. So open the chest towards the ceiling. If you can get that forearm down all the way, awesome. Otherwise, it can just be reaching. And think of pressing the seat into the mat or carpet. Good, hang in there, one more deep inhale in. And exhale out. Slowly come up. Now just that little switch. So now the knee points straight up. We're gonna flex the foot. Bring that right foot now to actually touch that left inner thigh. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. So again, if you want this guy, take it around the arch of that foot. And then that really helps you keep that straight spine because it's so easy to be like, I want to get my nose to my knee and I'm going to round. Again, not the point. No competitions here. So as you hold, maybe you can move a little farther down towards that leg. One more breath. One more breath. We got it. Inhale. And exhale. Okie doke. So now we're going to open up the front body so you can move this out of the way if you were using it. And you're going to take the right hand behind the right seat. Press into that hand. Start to lift the hips up. Push the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Point the toes of the left foot. And you just reach. Maybe even gaze behind you if it feels comfortable enough. Keep actively pushing this up to get a nice, good stretch through that front body. One more deep inhale in. And exhale out. Slowly bring that seat down. Yes. Now we go for the thigh. All right. So knee in, foot comes out. And again, don't go down all the way if it's too much. Yeah. So just listen to your body today. If forearm is really good stretch already, you should feel it right here. Stay here. If you can go down more, let's do it. So close your eyes. If it's really intense, again, maybe just come up. Don't force anything. And we'll take one more breath here. Long exhale out. All right, now come on up. Yes. Okay. So now we're gonna do a little stretch for our glutes. So I'm gonna turn around from the back so you can see what's happening a little better. So you're gonna come onto your back and first just bring your knees up. Hey. Now you're gonna cross your thighs. So right thigh over left thigh to begin. So this is called a pretzel stretch. You're kind of making this pretzel shape with your legs. So option one, you take the hands to the shins and then you gently pull this in towards you. So if this is good, keep it here. If you can go farther in the stretch today, you're going to take your hands to the soles of the feet and gently pull this in here. Make sure you're flexing those feet. And you should feel it going on right here. All right, 2 more deep breaths here. If you've done any glute work recently, especially bar glute work, you're probably feeling this right now. I know I am. And we switch. So just simply cross the other leg over. Always just start here and see how it feels with bringing it in from the shins. And then if you can get farther, you take it from the soles of the feet. Just gently bringing those legs towards your chest, into your chest. Relax the shoulders. Maybe you notice one side is tighter. My left is for whatever reason. All right, 2 more breaths. One more. So we're almost there. So now we're going to go into another stretch for the glutes. Also for the hips, it's going to be our pigeon. So just swing your right leg in front of you. Now, ideally, you have this leg parallel with, if you had a mat, it'd be with the mat. But sometimes you need to bring your feet in more. So you're just gonna take your weight onto your hands so you can send that leg behind you. Now, automatically, usually this back leg goes a little farther out. So you just wanna make sure it's directly going behind you. And as you can see, my foot is not directly parallel. That's totally fine. So your foot can be a little in towards your hips. And so if it's already a lot, you want to try to get that seat grounded. If it's already a lot, you hang here. If you can go down farther, maybe you're on your forearms today. And if you can go farther still, you're going to take your forehead and rest it on your hands. And of course, if this feels like too much, you're just going to go back to your forearms or back to your palms. Just listen to your body. You don't need to do what I do. You'll see if you keep doing this, you'll slowly be able to go into the farther advancements. So just check, make sure there's no tension going on in the shoulders. There might be some good uncomfortableness of the stretching in the hips or the glutes. So just breathe into that area. All right. It's really starting to feel good now. So 2 more breaths. Okay, so we're gonna do now one more thing here. So you're gonna keep your leg here. You're going to start to lift that back foot. Now, if it's already a lot, you keep it here. If you can reach your left arm, if you have that left foot, opposite if you're doing the other side, you're just gonna take it from the inside of the foot and just gently pull this foot in towards you. And of course, if this feels like it's too much, you maybe just keep it there, just lift it a little, up to you. All right, one more inhale, maybe move a little farther into the stretch. And gently release. All right. So other side, so you're just simply gonna take it to the left and same thing. So you can come onto your palms to get you into this position. As you can see, my foot is much closer to my hips on this side. There's always gonna be a difference and it's totally fine. My back leg is a little out, so I'm just going to move it a little more in. And first, just try to get rooted and grounded into this. And then when you are ready, you move farther down. So maybe you're on your forearms. Maybe you come all the way down. And again, let's just take a moment to focus in on any unnecessary tension. So maybe that's lingering in the shoulders or the jaw or the neck. I just noticed there's random tension happening in my toes. So who knows? Just take a full body scan, huh? All right, 2 more breaths. Hang in there. 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale out. All right, and then we're gonna get that stretch for that thigh. So push yourself up and then slowly start to lift that back foot. If you can, you bring this hand a little more in so you can reach for the back. Pull that foot in. And again, if it's too much, don't do it. If you want to give yourself a little foot massage, it's also nice since you've got that thumb right there on the sole of the foot. One more inhale. And exhale out. Okie dokie. So for the end, we're just gonna do a nice little twist and then we'll finish it off. So you're gonna come to seated again. Bend your right knee, bring that foot towards you. Cross that left foot over the thigh. And then hug this knee into your right arm. Get onto both sit bones, really nice and tall. Inhale. And then exhale, you take a twist. So just bring that hand behind you, gaze over that shoulder. Keep hugging that knee in. And then just keep feeling like you're twisting that torso out. One more deep inhale. Exhale, we just switch it to the other side, maybe do a little fan kick. All right, so bring that foot to the outside of the thigh. And again, inhale, hug that knee in nice and tall. Exhale, we take that twist. Relax that shoulder away from the ear. You should feel maybe, again, a little glute stretch. Since we do a lot of booty work and bar, all this glute stretching is very good to do. All right, so turn back to the front. Bring the soles of the feet together. Come back to that butterfly. And let's just take a little moment to articulate through the spine. So take an inhale in, maybe close the eyes. Exhale, just slowly first drop the chin to the chest. And then we roll it down. Now we're actually rounding through the spine. Maybe bring the nose close to your feet. You can just hold the toes. One more inhale in. And exhale, we're going to slowly roll up through the spine again. So keep the chin tucked until you've got now the torso stacked over the hips. And then slowly start to roll up. Shoulders back. And open the eyes. Thanks so much. I hope you all feel much more open and lengthened now. And yeah. Thanks for joining. I'm going to get back to a lazy quarantine activity. You can be productive or lazy, but enjoy your day. See you next time.
There you go.
Yeah. Ooh, I think first.
No. Was it good enough?